The Meghalaya Cabinet today approved the Meghalaya Power Policy 2024 in an effort to facilitate investment and further streamline power generation in the state. Power Minister E.T. Mondal announced that the policy now encompasses provisions for pump storage projects for power generation. The government aims to develop power projects through hydro, thermal, pumped storage, solar, wind, etc. in a sustainable manner and to improve the efficiency for the operations of the existing power plants and the generation utility as a whole. The policy also states the formation of the State Power Trading Company with the objective to execute power purchase agreements, undertake short-term purchase on behalf of state distribution utility, undertake PPA with new renewable power plants in the state and management of the power in an efficient manner.
Honorable Chief Minister has already declared on the floor of the House that we will come up with new power policy. Today we have discussed about the new power policy in a very thorough manner, and Cabinet has agreed the new power policy. This component is same. Some new addition is there, as you are aware that our earlier power policy was not having anything called pump storage project. We have a little bit changed the criteria for solar energy as per the requirement of renewable power purchase obligation, and then we are also encouraging the investor to come to the state so that new power projects come. These are the basic things that we have added. As of now, no power project is not functioning well. All are functioning well. All the power sectors we have included into our new power policy.
So when this thermal power projects?
That is a different thing, because it can come directly from the state government, from the central public sector units, from independent power producers. Power policy is basically a guidelines that how we will start the power policy.
Only one element was added. What is the need of a new policy? It should have been.
Actually, there was one allotment quite a long time back to NIPCO, 500 megawatt. But you must be aware that now NIPCO is a subsidiary company of NTPC, and they have decided that NIPCO will be now only dealing with green energy. So NIPCO itself has written us that they want to scrap this power policy. So accordingly, we have scrapped.
So why new power policy? Why not amend the old power policy?
No, change. New old power policy came in 2010, and this year it is 2024. 14 years have elapsed, and by the meantime there is big changes in the power scenario. So we needed new power policy.
But the NIPCO thing has been pending for long. It's not a new thing. 300 megawatts.
You mean to thermal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there, but they have written that they don't want to go ahead with the power that power project.
So what is the power policy which to do with the NIPCO? What's power policy?
We have nothing to do with power policy. Have nothing to do with NIPCO.
But they requested for new policy.
They have requested. I don't know. We have given the scope for having pump storage project. Our earlier power policy was not having, because this is a new thing into the power industry. So how do we go about if we want to have our own pump storage project? So that's why we have brought it into the new power policy. No, this is a policy matters. After that only the state utility will think that whether they can go ahead or not, or maybe central PSUs, they will think, or private party may come. As per this, then only we will see that whether it is feasible to give them or not. That is that. We have entered into an agreement to see whether the feasibility is there. If feasibility is not there, then no point of having that provision into the power policy. Now we found that there are some basins where we can have the pump storage project. That's why we are bringing it into the power policy. We have gone for this power policy for all, for hydel power also, for thermal power also, for pump storage project also, for solar, for thermal, even we are thinking other green initiative like hydrogen, all these things when it will come, we will take that into consideration also. It is not that we have just brought this power policy to facilitate pump storage projects.
But
No.
hydro and thermal are
Yeah,
have always been
it is there, but we will be giving some incentives also. We are working on it. If incentives are can be given to get this producer come in our state and invest. This will be more friendly. So from central PSUs or maybe IPP, independent power producer, may come and invest. All along last 10-15 years, we have not seen any power project is coming up other than Ganol from state side and also Riangdo from state side. Say Umiam Hydel Power Project, stage 1, that is having 36 megawatt. Stage 2, 20 megawatt. Stage 3, 60 megawatt. Stage 4, 40 megawatts. Then New Omtru is having 40 megawatts. Then Leshka is having 126 megawatt. 22.5 megawatt is there in Ganol. We are having two small hydropower project. One is Sonapani, 1.5 megawatt, and one is Lakro, 1.5 megawatt.
In next 8 to 10 years or so, because these some of the projects are long gestation period projects, especially the hydro part, it requires a lot of environmental clearances and all those things. We for ourselves have set up some targets, like for example, in terms of hydro, the additional capacity, we have kept a target of around 300 megawatt. Part of it we are targeting through the second phase of Mintru Leshka. Obviously, TPRs are almost towards the finalization, and with this policy, we now aim to find out a prospective partner. If the state government is not taking it on its own, this policy gives the flexibility to the state government to get partners or the joint ventures either with the central PSU or any other private player who gives the best deal as per the norms of this policy. So around 300 megawatt is what we are targeting in next 8 to 10 years under the hydropower. Under the pump storage, the feasibility studies have already started. We are waiting for this policy to be through so that we can start allocating the basins and the locations as far as the development of the pump storage is concerned. Again, the target we have kept slightly conservative of 2000 megawatt, but I am sure that with the kind of feasibilities which are coming up now by the central PSUs, these figures might go up, but we are keeping a conservative target of around 2000 megawatt of pump storage projects at various locations. Thermal, as all of you are aware that the new pattern of the mining and all is through after the clearances from the government of India. So maybe we are looking after either one or two projects of roughly around the capacity of 250 megawatts at the 250 at the pit head, depending on but the major issue here as of now today, as on today, would be the allocation of the coal, so that the developers are aware that, and they are very sure that the coal is available at the negotiated prices for the next 25-30 years, which is normally the life cycle of the project, which we take into account. And then, of course, solar, we are looking something between 50 to 100 megawatt. We are not a very suitable state in terms of radiation, but there are certain locations wherein they are showing promising results in terms of setting up of those plants. So this is part. And of course, the wind is one. We have kept an enabling provision in this policy, so that tomorrow, if some developer shows some interest, we should have a policy in place so that we can help them out and give the incentives which are there in the policy. The total potential is roughly around, not much, roughly around 80 megawatt or so. So let us see how much of it we can realize in the days to come.